Tesla is still climbing up. Tesla is still hanging up there. We closed at 421.62, up $11.58, 2.82% higher than yesterday's close. Post-market, we seem to be up by a little bit more of 25 cents. Let's look at what all these numbers mean on the chart. The chart is giving us context. What does this mean? Is 421 bucks high or low? Compared to what? This is what we can look at on the chart. This is the bullish channel right here. This is the current rate of ascent. You know, the bullish channel. It was not clear at the beginning that this was the bullish channel. We thought that this was it. It was it. Up to a certain point, then it came outside of it, made a new low, and then we said, aha, okay, this is the overall bullish channel. Now, we get more clear as we go along. We still make money on the way up, but we get more clear as we go along. So right now, this is the bullish channel that we are in. The upper side of that bullish channel, which we should be able to cave into, we caved in right here. We should cave in right here. This is 465. So that would not be too bad. We have some resistance to break. Sometimes we reverse a little bit at 440. This is what we did in the past. It could happen right now. So we could bump a little bit on 440, bounce a little bit, continue higher at 465. That's not out of the realm of the possibilities of what could be happening. But so far, you know, the move today is pretty good. We made a higher low. We made a lower high, though. We still have the gap that we have not filled. So this is showing some buying pressure, you know. The sellers are not pushing it down. The buyers are not really pushing it up. We are in an equilibrium. Of course, tomorrow we are going to get the FOMC interest rate decision. So this is a very important day tomorrow at, you know, they say at 1 o'clock. They say at 1 o'clock, but it usually comes out at 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock on the dot, and then there's the press conference. So the press conference is at 1:30. Anyway, we'll see when it is going to appear, but basically the market is expecting 0.25% lower rates. If we get this, the market might get disappointed a little bit because, yeah, this was expected. If we get more, I think the market could see this as a super good news. So maybe we could be getting a nice push. So nobody knows exactly what is going to happen. Nobody knows. We place our bets. You know, the stock market is not unlike, it's not like playing the roulette. There are some patterns that we clearly see, and the patterns work, you know, more than 50% of the time. That's for sure. So far, everything is still good on the daily chart. And on the 1 hour chart, you know, on the 1 hour chart, this is the bullish channel that we were in. We just got outside of it at the end of the day, but, you know, on the upside. So we went outside of it and we continued a little bit higher. So I don't believe too much I don't believe this weakening just because we came out of it, because we are still going pretty high. So yeah, after the gap up yesterday, we had a little bit of a move down, but for the last 2 hours of the day, the last 2 candles of the day right here, we had a move up in line with these points, boom, right here. So personally, this gave me confidence, and I mentioned it on my Discord. I am getting back in here. I sold when we went lower than 411.71 because this was a support that we clearly saw. This was clearly a support right here, above, and then we started to weaken. Boom, I took my profit. I took the profit, put it in my pocket. Then we bounced on 400, went lower and came back up. Bounce on 400. Okay, that's interesting. We are not going that low. We are just pulling back a little bit, which is, to tell you the truth, which is pretty much filling the gap. You know, this is the gap. We filled this much. What we have not filled is between 396 and 400. So that's just $4 that were not filled. So that's not super, that's not a really bad thing. And then, as I mentioned, the two higher lows right here towards the end of the day. Yes, we were into a tinier bearish channel that lasted 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. But anyway, so the bullish channel held, and this worked. This worked because we crossed above 411.71, which I mentioned yesterday here on YouTube. If we cross above 411.71, this is an entry point for you guys that are not into it, or those that want to add on to it. This is an entry point, and this is a successful one right here. So far, you are $10 in the money, if not $11 per share in the money. So you could have sold, or you could have kept waiting to see what is going to happen tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day. Whatever happens tomorrow, you need to have your plan on where you want to take your profit. Myself, this is still 411.71. So if we start to go lower, I'm gonna sell, and I bought just a little bit lower, so I'm still going to be making a little bit of money here. You know, unless things crater, then I'm gonna lose a little bit of money, but you know, that's fine. We made some here and here, so that's not too bad to lose just a little bit of a move down here. So this is what it is. So what did the rest of the market do? So yeah, not the best day overall, not the best day. So Tesla is up 2.82%, and the stock indices are down. So Tesla is stronger than the indices, and this tells a lot about Tesla. We are outperforming the market. So the vibe around Tesla is so good that people are cycling their money outside of other SPX stocks and putting them into Tesla. So VIX is a little bit higher. We are up 0.69, 4% higher than yesterday. So VIX is climbing. When VIX is climbing, we need to keep an eye on our positions to see if some patterns are going to break. If we are only seeing a little bit of a pullback, that's fine. This is part of the game. This is par for the course. But if we see patterns being broken, this is what we care about. This is when we exit. So we need to watch for that. Make sure that we are exiting what needs to be exiting. But maybe this VIX is going to come back down after the FOMC. So maybe this is just anxiety before the big event. So as I said, Dow Jones weakening a little bit, went lower than 45,767. This is the line right here, but closed right smack on it. So again, this line is really important. We are touching it. We are touching it as if we were married to it. Very, very important line. Very important line. So far, not too bad. The pattern is still at play. SPX, same thing. SPX wants to go higher. SPX broke outside of this downward channel. SPX broke outside of its upward channel. You know, it was hugging it, remember, hugging it, then broke above. Now it's basically going sideways, touching it here, not even touching it here. So it's maintaining itself above. So even with the relatively bad day today, we are still above the support. So, you know, in this case and in the case of Dow Jones, the pattern has not changed. NASDAQ, you know, this one is going. Let's go, continuing. Russell, this is a sideways day. Let's take a look at the heat map of the market. So yeah, not the best day. Yeah, overall, yeah, lots of black, lots of red, just a little bit of green. Let's take a look at gold and Bitcoin. So gold getting close to its resistance, so it could be slowing down a bit. silver, you know, broke outside of this. So silver is breaking out. So silver broke a couple of days ago outside of its bullish channel resistance and continuing. Very strong silver. Bitcoin, okay, we are seeing some movement. So this is the rate of ascent that we have. This is the support line right here. So we started to move a little bit faster, then we are coming close back to it, and now, whoops, we want to go a little bit further without even touching it. So, you know, this is a stronger move. So this is fantastic to see this. So Bitcoin is going higher. Ethereum, this one is struggling a little bit. So we are down 0.71%, you know, struggling a little bit. This is a relative term, you know, we are still higher than this support right here at 40.91. We are still higher than this support right here. We broke that resistance and we are still sitting on it. So, you know, it's not too bad, you know, we are making progress. We got rejected on this resistance. We got rejected, boom, boom, we came back down, and now we are sitting on that 4,491. This is very much like Dow Jones. Went lower, but closed back right smack on it. And let's take a look at this BMNR. This BMNR is going higher faster than Ethereum. If you want to make money with Ethereum, don't buy Ethereum. You can buy it. But buying BMNR, you are buying shares of Ethereum, and because BMNR is buying additional Ethereums, you are getting each week more Ethereums for the shares you buy. So I think it's pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Just like MSTR. You know, I'm not associated with these people. This is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. But MSTR did outperform Bitcoin. It did outperform Bitcoin because of the same thing. There is a leverage effect that is in play with those things. So MSTR, BMNR, really nice. So, you know, I think there's a lot of money that can be made with those things right here. And Ethereum and Bitcoins are supposed to go through the roof as soon as the FOMC lower the rates. They should be launching. And Tom Lee, which is a guy that I respect a lot. So Tom Lee says Ethereum should be between 10,000 and 15,000 towards the end of the year. So that's a 3x. 3x right there on Ethereum. So BMNR might be, I don't know, 4x, 5x. So, so money could be made right here. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So Tesla is recalling Powerwall 2 batteries over fire risk, recalling an unspecified number of Powerwall 2 home batteries in Australia after receiving reports of fire. Tesla's 2021 Model Y doors could trap riders, U.S. safety agency. The agency is investigating reports that electronic doors on some models couldn't be opened from the outside, trapping children or others inside. So let's hope that this can get resolved fast. Tesla faces federal safety probe over reports of faulty door handles. Okay, this is the same thing. So very good day for Tesla, holding its own against the indices which are weakening. So Tesla is holding its own. This is great. So 440 target, 467 target in the short term. This would be fantastic. And then we should just continue within the channel. Unless Tesla is stronger, we should be continuing within this channel like this, like we have been doing. You know, this is what Tesla does. We go from one side of the channel to the other. It's not in a perfect unison. Sometimes we come down a little bit. Sometimes we just go sideways to go to the other side. But basically, this is the rate of ascent. We can buy towards the low, we can sell towards the high, or we can just ride. We can just ride the whole thing as it goes up, as it comes down, and just ride it up. And don't forget, I have this course right here. If you want to learn how to draw trend lines like I do, this is where you need to come. Daily Trader Live Masterclass, October 12th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the price right here. This is the early bird price. It is going to go up tonight at midnight. It is going higher. This is going to be recorded for you to view later, and you will get a copy of my material. And for those that are part of the Discord server membership on YouTube, you will get access to this for free. So no need to purchase. This is for the people that don't want to be on Discord. If you don't want to be on Discord and you want to learn the lines, you do this. If you want everything, you go on Discord and you have everything. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We're going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.